a bitterly disappointed Cronulla Sharks will take on the Gold Coast Titans. The Titans brimming with confidence, of course, after what some people are calling them now are the best team in Queensland. That's certainly the talk of what's going on in Titans fan groups, at least. The Sharks will feel absolutely gutted that they didn't see out their game against the Eels, although they did outscore them. The conversions were just not there, and the Eels taking the win there. So I'm seeing the Sharks being up for this one, and they definitely will want to be slowing down the Titans' momentum. The Sharks, they've re-signed Will Kennedy this morning as well. He's there for another year now. And the person that has been keeping him out the one shirt, Matt Moylan, is currently wearing 6 because there is still no Chad Townsend. The only other change is that Sorensen comes in and Wilton goes out. Other than that, Sharks are unchanged. Titans completely unchanged. For some reason, the Titans always do this, and it really annoys me. They swap their 15 and 16 shirt every week. So last week, it was Wallace in the 15, Peachy in the 16. This week, Peachy in 15, Wallace in the 16. Stop it. You make it hard for me to update graphics. Stop, please.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the one that does the graphics. I tell you what, poor Britton Okora, a New Zealand international, currently sitting there twiddling his thumbs in the 19 jersey because Talakai is having an absolute barnstorming last month. The poor bugger is just, he's basically sitting there saying, look, if I don't get injured, I'm probably still in there. But Talakai is having a stunning last month in the 11 for the Sharks. Jack Williams comes in, not Scotty Sorensen. Sorensen actually started last week, Matthew.
Oh, blunder.
Nice one, Homer. Yeah, look, this is a little tougher to pick than I think the betting odds suggest. Now, last week with the Broncos game, I argued that they probably should have been closer to about 350, and sure enough, they came in by game time to be 350 on the nose. I would argue that the Titans, barring any injuries during training this week, should be closer to about the 325 mark. I think this will be a lot closer than the betting odds suggest. The line currently at 10.5 is juicy. However, there is no confident tip for me, if I'm being brutally honest, because every time I tip on a Titans game with any confidence, it bites me in the backside. That being said, I will say the Cronulla should get up. Just in general, they have the better roster. They have the better side. The forward pack, it's close. If Proctor plays like how he did last week, the forward pack it's going to be a tight battle. But I think that the Sharks just have too much quality. The Titans' spine, it'll be Brimson's third game, so he'll be starting to get a grasp of the pace of rugby league and creating that structure with Fogarty and Ash Taylor. But yeah, the Sharks, I think, just should. I say should because I'm not saying the certainty again, because knowing my luck, it'll bite me in the ass. But I would imagine that Sean Johnson is going to try and make amends for his kicking performance last week with a barnstorming performance this week.
Yeah, I can see the Sharks definitely getting up in this one. I can see there being a lot of points as well. What's the over-under on this one? I'm going to go probably the over if they offer anything over 39.5.
There is an alternative. I can pull that up. The set line at the moment is 43.5, and you're stealing my thunder because I thought that could be a shout.
This is what happens when you make me tip first all the time.
Oh, bite me. All right. Alternative match total 39.5 is $1.50.
$1.50, okay. I'd say you take the Sharks on that minus 10.5, and you take that as well. I'm not going to go for any try scorers in this one, just because the Sharks are so unpredictable with how they play. It depends. Are they going to feed Katoa down one side, or are they going to go the other side with Mulatalo. If I was to be pressed, I would say probably Mulatalo anytime, but I'm not gonna officially tip that one. I just think that he's in a good vein of form. I think that he's got a few tries in him as well, especially against a Titans side that is struggling in and around the edges right now. So I'm going to go minus 10.5 on the Sharks and over 39.5 points, just because, I mean, the Sharks have always got points in them. The Titans are good for a couple tries as well, but I see that the Sharks they'll get into that rhythm where they're just busting up the middle, and it'll be all hell from there.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the same line of thinking. I will, of course. You say death taxes and me finding Lomax as an anytime try scorer. You might as well go death taxes and me just suggesting anytime try scorer, even with there being, anyone and anyone. I think that could go over. Let's see, go back to the team list. You got Brian Kelly and Dale Copley against Dugan and Ramian. It's pretty hard for me not to put Dugan in as an anytime try scorer. I am going Sharks on the head-to-head. But Dugan at $2.40, an anytime try scorer, I think he's due for a try. I don't see any reason as to why that shouldn't be this week. He'll look to, again, have a decent performance after a kind of meh performance last week. I do think that Anthony Don goes over as well. Don due, not even due. He's just in a good vein of form, and I think Katoa, if they do line up against each other, Katoa, while he has the size, Don has the speed, and Don is good. So Don at 210, another good shout. I do want to suggest one more, but I can't find the market for it at the moment. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. And then if I find it, I'll let you add it on the end graphic. But Sharks on the head-to-head, Dugan at 240, Don at 210. I didn't pull that up on a same-game multi, but I would assume that would be somewhere-ish around about $6, $6.75.
Okay, I think that's going to do it there then. As always, gamble responsibly. Anything you are prepared to stake, you are prepared to lose. Just bear that in mind. Also, a massive thank you to our sponsors again, RCR Nutrition. Check them out. Head over to their website, www.rcr-products.co.uk. Using code CKM to get 20% off your order. Go check them out. Go show them some love, as well as they are helping the channel out. As ever, if you did enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date. And as ever, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.